Good morning. Looking at the close in the US markets, we saw a late run coming into the market, sending the markets higher. The Dow up 172 points just off the highs of the day, and the Nasdaq up by 91 points. Early on, we had the markets pretty meddling, waiting on some announcements coming through from the meeting from Donald Trump and the head of the EU, Juncker, on what they were going to do with their trade negotiations. Now, we haven't had anything firm being released, but there are rumours that there are going to be some negotiations where the EU has backed down on some of its tariff provisions, and the US has also agreed to look at new negotiations. So that really thrilled the markets into the close of trade and also sent other currencies higher as the US dollar continued to come under pressure. Now, early in the day, we had some reports coming through that did take a bit of a shine of certain areas in the market. We had some home price data once again coming in weaker than expected, sending Home Depot and also Lowe's lower, and also some of those home builders coming under pressure throughout the session. We also had Boeing and General Motors beating the street with their quarterly results and their earnings, but still some of their margins, especially for Boeing, coming through in their defence business, creating a bit of concern and sending the share price lower, and also General Motors coming under pressure about their forward-looking guidance. But on the flip side, Coca-Cola beating the street with their earnings and also coming through with strong guidance, especially overseas sales for the future. Apart from that, we did see John Deere making a bit of a gain on expectations, the flow-through that could come about from the planned $12 billion in aid package to get out there to support some of the farmers because of current tariffs being laid down by the US government. And if we have a look at the commodity markets, well, with the weakness in the US dollar, we saw the gold price rallying higher, up around $6 an ounce, and the oil price also up around 1% at the end of trade, helping some of the stocks in the energy sector, more to do with the larger stocks in the smaller areas of that energy sector market. Looking at the SPI futures market, around 10 minutes before the end of trade, we had the market set for around a 20-point gain. Now we're seeing the Australian market set for an 8-point gain at the start of trade. And lastly, looking at the Australian dollar, well, we did see it going for a solid run yesterday, continuing on those gains today, one of the better performing currencies overnight, with the Aussie dollar at 74.48 US cents.